I think the market's going a lot higher. I think we're going to go to all-time highs. And, I think my prediction that we'll never get back to 70K is going to be accurate. So I'm very bullish. I don't think you need to waste your time with dog coins. So I think you're going to have an absolute stampede into Bitcoin. And yeah, it's not going to happen today, but it's going to happen in the next 90 days now, right? July, August, September. This thing's going to happen by September. So you just got to look ahead, 90 days. You don't want to wait for it to happen. You want to get in before it happens.
You only have 90 days left. With potential rate cuts, a power law trajectory, and investors' growing distrust towards traditional finance, all signs point to a massive Bitcoin surge by September of this year. This is the latest prediction out from renowned investor and mathematician Fred Krueger. A veteran Wall Street investor with a strong mathematical background, Fred Krueger has become a vocal proponent of Bitcoin. His analysis suggests that Bitcoin's price trajectory may be following a rare statistical phenomenon known as a power law, which could indicate a significant price increase in the near future. He also believes the growing inflows into the Bitcoin ETFs could further amplify the potential rise. And recently, Fred identified another potential catalyst for Bitcoin's price, the possibility of interest rate cuts by the Federal Reserve later this year. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video as Krueger explains how Bitcoin can be the solution to all the economic uncertainty going on today. Also guys, if you enjoy finance content, consider subscribing to the channel or liking the video. It's free and you can always change your mind. But without further ado, here's Fred Krueger with his latest outlook on Bitcoin.
I think we are definitely now sensing rate cuts. And once the sense gets a little stronger, we're just going to blast through every single known resistance level that's ever been on the charts of Bitcoin. We're going to go into 75,000, 80,000. We're just going to blast off, right? Because rate cuts is the final holdback, right? As long as interest rates are 5.5%, you can think that they're going to be 5.5% for the next 3-4 years. You can hold your cash, right? Because the cash is not burning a hole in your pocket. Right now, it's earning you a little bit more than inflation. But if cash is going from 5.5% on the way down to 2%, which is probably what it's going to do, because certainly if Trump gets in, that's absolutely what's going to happen. People are going to feel that they need to put their money to work. And what better place to put it to work than the top performing asset of 2024, top performing asset class, which is Bitcoin. So I think you're going to have an absolute stampede into Bitcoin. And yeah, it's not going to happen today, but it's going to happen in the next 90 days now, right? July, August, September. This thing's going to happen by September. So you just got to look ahead, 90 days. You don't want to wait for it to happen. You want to get in before it happens. I think the market's going a lot higher. I think we're going to go to all-time highs. And, I think my prediction that we'll never get back to 70K is going to be accurate. So I'm very bullish. I don't think you need to waste your time with dog coins. If you want to put a couple $100,000 in dog coins like Michael Douglas said in the movie, go right ahead. Try not to lose it. But the real money is going to be in Bitcoin. So just get prepared, get your positions, don't screw around. Get going. You have no more time to do this. Once that rate cut gets announced, that's it. We're done. It's really amazing what happened if you look at COVID, right? So the first year of COVID, from 2020 to 21, basically Trump started printing money like crazy, and we were sitting at home. We didn't have anything to do, so we saved most of that money that he printed, and our savings went way up. And then the floodgates were opened in 2021, and guess what happened? We kept on printing under Biden, and we printed and printed and printed and printed, and we just went on a spending spree. and we just exhausted all our savings, right? Very simple graph. And it really explains what's going on. Now we have no savings left. So, if we don't have some kind of new massive stimulus program, we're basically going to go broke here. So just to show this in a different way, this is the debt overall. I made a mistake. I deleted the tweet, but we haven't quite doubled in our debt in 4 years. But we did go up from, let's say 23,000 to 34,000. So over 50% we've increased in 4 years, which means that we're doubling every 7 years right now. The entire U.S. debt is doubling every 7 years, and I would argue that we haven't really even seen the final impact of that because these rates have not really percolated into the debt yet. So yeah, that's where we are. Americans have just gone on a spending spree. We've kind of exhausted all our savings. First of all, we went and bought refrigerators and stoves during COVID because it was all nesting. Now we're going out and just filling up restaurants at absurd prices, and that's what we do until we run out of money. Meanwhile, the banks are not doing terrible. So let's look at the banks. I just put it in a Boston zip code. I don't live in Boston. But if you look at the Chase savings account, they're basically giving you a 0.1% interest rate, and they're getting 5.5% interest rate. So they got a great business. They do absolutely nothing. They gouge you 5% of your entire savings every year. And that's Chase's business model now. They don't do anything. So sure, they're doing fine. Everybody else who's actually trying to do anything is struggling. So basically, I think that this system is completely and utterly broken. And we're going to probably elect Trump again. And interest rates are going to come down. That's going to give everybody a new stimulus and new lease on life. But the system just doesn't work. And that's why I think, getting Bitcoin where it's 1 out of 21 million, I think that's going to work. And I think it's just that simple.
So there's Fred Krueger showing us just how powerful Bitcoin can and will be. He predicts that we are up for a massive Bitcoin bull run by September of this year, so make sure to keep an eye out for massive wealth generation opportunities from Bitcoin by then. He bases this prediction on the fact that inflation numbers have come out low and the Fed is likely to announce rate cuts over the next couple of months. He believes that once rate cuts are announced, there will be a stampede into Bitcoin as people look for a better place to put their money. Before we go, a quick reminder for those who are keen on staying updated in the fast-paced world of crypto and Bitcoin, consider subscribing to our daily 5-minute crypto newsletter. It's a concise resource for the latest expert predictions, breaking news, and top on-chain analysis trusted by over 60,000 subscribers for insightful crypto investment information. Click the first link in the description to join our community and elevate your crypto investment knowledge today. Anyway guys, hope you all enjoyed today's video and that provided you with some value. I'll see you all in the next one, and as always, all the best.